I know what I do need and what I do have now is a clean house. That's helpful. I actually didn't write over lunch today because I wanted to finally sort through, with it getting colder, all of our gloves and hats and scarves that we have. I have a problem. But is it a problem if once I'm done cleaning, I actually do write? I'm just saying. Hello, I am Natalie Luck. Thank you for coming to my channel. This video is a little off kilter of my normal. God, this week is going to be busy. You're going to see a lot of videos from me. So this is the NaNoWriMo Survival Kit Tag. I can understand why Haley Haggerty, who tagged me on this, had difficulty with that. The NaNoWriMo Survival Kit Tag. That's what I'm doing. 9 questions. I'll list them below. Actually, the last question is about tagging people, but I'll explain that one in a little bit. So, question 1. What are you working on for Nano this year? Well, this is my first Nano. Yay! I am scared. So, because I am trying to be nicer to myself, I am doing 2 projects. I don't know why I hit my glasses. I'm doing 2 projects. First is Project Parallel. This is my sci-fi, maybe new adult or adult. I haven't quite decided, but it's dealing with parallel universes, hence the name Project Parallel. I've detailed 4 chapters, and I got partial of chapter 5, and I realized that's kind of my thing, where I like to outline like 5 chapters ahead. So probably as I go on, I will know what's happening more. Also, with the story, I do have a synopsis that's like 1,800 words right now, so that I have the full story in my mind and I do know how it's going to end. I just got to fill the gaps and the lead up there and the little details and putting in the foreshadowing, and it's going to be fun. Hopefully people like it. If not, I'm enjoying it. Project number 2 is the companion novel to my first manuscript, which the companion novel right now I'm calling Sessions 2, but I think I'm going to call it Couples Sessions, just because the first book I've called Therapy Sessions, about a single person going through therapy. Second book is about her brother and sister-in-law going through couples therapy. And then I do have plans for another book in that series, but I'll tease that more when I get further along. So that's what I plan to do. Things that might happen during Nano. You know what? I'm jumping ahead. Let's just go to question 2. What do you use to help you write and stay motivated? I definitely need outlines, roughly. Even if it's just me writing a quick note to myself when I'm done writing something, so that I kind of know where my mind was headed towards the next time I sit down to write. Things I need is definitely my laptop. I like to have instrumental music in the background. Really like the mellow music, kind of like coffee shop ambiance, maybe synthesized music, but no lyrics. Otherwise, I'm going to start singing along. I don't like songs that I actually know. And if it sounds close to a song I know, then I'm going to start singing lyrics to the song that I know. So yeah, my mind gets a lot of earworms. But I also like writing sprints. I think they're really helpful. It's kind of like it helps put my mind at ease of, instead of going, oh my God, I have so much to write today, I just got to write for 20 minutes. Just take it at 20 minutes at a time. I do know this about myself, that if I'm writing, doing a sprint longer than 25 minutes, it's bad. 25 minutes is like my sprint length. After that, I start to feel like I'm on a marathon and I feel overwhelmed that I'm not doing well. And I do best like 15 to 25 minutes of sprint, refresh, sprint, refresh. That's kind of how I work. All right, question 3. Where do you like to write? And what's your favorite writing spot? So I am what I've like to call, I don't know if other people call this, I don't know if I made up this term or I read it somewhere, but a nomad writer. Having kids and family, and if this is your first time to my channel, yes, I have 2 kids, 10 and 3. I got a husband, I have a full-time job, and I'm doing my wordy because why not add fuel to the fire? With that, I am a nomad writer. So I take my laptop around the house to wherever I can write. If it kind of works out best if my husband's watching golf or football or something that he knows I'm not 100% interested in, so I don't feel as guilty and he doesn't feel as pressure too to change the channel either for us to watch the same thing. Sometimes I will, my husband goes off and golfs, not now because it's cold, but then I'm watching the kids, and during my son's nap time becomes the prime time. But usually where I end up writing is, especially sometimes during the week, during my lunch break at my desk, and I'll show you a clip of that right about now as I'm speaking. And I also, you may have even seen on my live streams, I'm sitting in the living room and I'm in the armchair and I write sometimes there. And sometimes in the playroom on the couch there if it's too loud in the living room. I kind of go everywhere. And then there's also the guest bedroom that was my office for a little bit until I moved it downstairs so I could be closer to the family and not so shut away from the family. Regarding my favorite writing spot, I think maybe the couch. It's comfy. I get to sit back and relax and just type away, but sometimes I know I get interrupted and it's not as easy to write, so there's that. What are my writing space must-haves? Definitely water. I always have water. Sometimes if I'm feeling cold, I have a little space heater. Especially when I was upstairs in the guest bedroom, it always felt cold in there, so I'd put a space heater and point it right at my feet. I have a blanket around me, even at the desk or in the living room in the armchair. I will grab tea. Sometimes I do green tea during the day, and then I'll switch to a passion fruit tea in the evening because it's caffeine free, and that's pretty much it. I'm not a coffee drinker, so tea is my vice. Or soda. I do have soda though. That's my other vice. But I definitely have those. I snack a lot, and I'm trying to get better about that. And so sometimes I'll grab a snack and have it with me. And it's nice if I can be near the bathroom, because otherwise I have this like mentality as I'm typing. I'm like, after I'm done with this paragraph. No, after I'm done with this paragraph. I gotta force myself to take a break, which is why quick sprints help me to make sure I go to the bathroom on the breaks between the sprints. Oh shoot, I already answered pretty much question 5, which is, what is your favorite drinks and snacks to have? So we already touched on the green tea and the passion tea and water, and then soda wise, it's kind of whatever soda we have. My husband's really big into diet soda, and the only diet soda that we can agree on is Diet Mountain Dew, or Coke Zero Cherry. I gotta have that cherry flavor because apparently Coke Zero by itself is not good to me. But either way, so that's what we agree on. And I don't have a soda every day, so I try to do everything in moderation except water and tea. That's not in moderation. The snack wise, it's kind of whatever we got. We do pretzels. We just made brownies recently, and it's really good. And I think I've had over half the batch myself without the rest of the family helping. I think we got like 2 left, and I really want to finish it, but I don't want to be judged. Then we have like Cheez-It Grooves, something, really whatever my son is snacking on, I'll pour extra for him, and then I'll eat some myself. So I'm just teaching him to share. That's what I'm doing. It's not for my own selfish reasons. What are your favorite writing distractions? This is question 6. I'd say my kids sometimes, unless I'm really, really involved in something, then it's not my favorite distraction. My dogs are a distraction, and I do like them. Also, they're my shadows, and they like to lay right beneath my feet, which is nice because my feet are normally cold, so they are my feet warmers. Other distractions, if I end up pulling up on YouTube. I get the notifications on my phone of Instagram. Sometimes I just scroll and I'm watching other people's videos. That happens. But yeah, those are a lot of my distractions. It's pretty much my phone and any app that you can think of on the phone, as well as the outside reactions of my kids and my dogs. And my husband at times, but he's not always my favorite because he's showing me something and I'm just like, what? And it's like 2 seconds. He won't bunch up what he's showing me. Like when we're in the living room together, it's like 1 minute, he shows me his phone of like a meme. And it's hilarious. He knows what I find funny. It's hilarious. But he shows that to me, and then not 30 seconds later, he'll show me another one, which I know he just scrolled to it. But it's just, I'm like, oh my God, can we please just bunch it all together? Because it's hard to start, stop 10 times in 5 minutes. And that's not my favorite. But he's still my favorite person. I still like him. I'll keep him around. Question 7, what are your favorite ways to get back on track? My favorite ways to get back on track, I would say, is those writing sprints. And if I have like a really good writing day, it's kind of nice. I will sometimes review over what I've already written to kind of get myself back in the story mindset. That will help get me back on track. But yeah, I don't know. I feel so brand new to this. It seems an odd thing for me to answer because there's people who've been doing this a long time and they kind of have their schedule and system set up, and I'm just kind of going with the flow of how it feels. We'll figure it out. What are your writing rewards and milestones? Days off. Like, I don't let myself take a break until I've earned it, which is kind of dangerous because things happen. But I think I'm the type of person, I get joy when I mark things off the list. So I guess that is my reward, is like I do a tracker, and even you've seen it in my Wordy. I love my Excel spreadsheet. I get so much joy typing the numbers in and seeing the numbers go up. Like, that is my reward, that tracker. So when I skip a day, it's not so much fun unless I have a buffer in it that allows me to skip. But we'll see with that. And then milestones. For me, milestones is more on a time basis of I got through this week and here's the average numbers that I need to get through this week. I got through this month. I got through, here's the average words per day that I need, which I know for NaNoWriMo it's 1667 words per day, and hopefully I get there. But as you know, if you've been watching thus far, I've been doing a lot more beta reading critiquing than I have writing. So we're going to see how this works. Question 9, tag 3 friends to do this survival tag. And honestly, I'm doing it so late, I don't want to tag anyone and make them rush. I want to tag anyone right up to NaNoWriMo because today's the 30th. I'm probably going to post this on the 31st. And that's just too quick of time because I know, like me and like others, if you're doing NaNoWriMo, you want to focus only on NaNoWriMo. You're probably not going to have other videos such as the survival tag to do. So if anybody is out there that wants to do the survival tag and can get it done, or you don't mind getting it done at the beginning of NaNoWriMo, I am tagging you. By all means, have at it. But yeah, so hopefully I am able to edit this video and post it in October, because other videos you're going to see this week, like within the next 4 days, is you're going to see my October review of Wordy, and then Tuesday, my week 9 Wordy. So stay tuned and stay with me and find out how NaNoWriMo is doing for me. I am trying to stay positive with NaNoWriMo, but one, it's my first, so I don't want to get my hopes up thinking that I'm going to knock it out of the park. But at the same time, I don't want to be too negative about it because I do believe mind over matter. So we're going to see how this works. Either way, thanks for coming. Let me know how Nano's doing for you. Let me know what you need for your writing. Never mind Nano, just for writing. Because it's not until other people list what they need, and I'm like, oh, I need that too. That's right. I'm signing off. Please comment down below how your project is going, what you plan to write for NaNoWriMo, or what is your just current writing project and how you get through each day writing, what you need to make it awesome. With that, I wish all of you the best. Hope the muses smile upon you and you are able to write to your heart's content.